evening, everyone.
Evening, sir.
Uh, Today we'll be starting with moving charges and magnetism. Before that, we'll be studying a bit of devices such as galvanometer and voltmeter and ammeter and how they are designed. So first device that we're going to see is a galvanometer. So galvanometer, the purpose of galvanometer is to detect current. And how does it does that? We'll be studying that in the current and magnetic effects of current chapter. All we know is that current for now is that current carrying conductor produces a magnetic field, and that magnetic field can result in motion of another wire. We'll be studying that in detail in the further chapters. For now, we just need to know that galvanometer can detect current. And so usually a galvanometer has some markings on it. It will have a resistance, call it Rg, that is the resistance of galvanometer. It is not very high, neither too small. And galvanometer can detect only up to the current up to, let us say, Ig. 0 से Ig तक का करंट मेजर कर सकता है. Okay, so a normal galvanometer will detect current from 0 to, let us say, 1 ampere, or resistance, let us say it is 5 ampere or 10 ampere. So galvanometer detects current by the process of magnetism. And जैसे करंट 0 से Ig तक वैरी करता है, there is a dial on the galvanometer that can detect current from, let us say, 0 to Ig. ऐसे मार्किंग्स होंगे and 0 से Ig तक मेजर कर सकता है. सो गैल्वेनोमीटर बनाना आसान होता है. सबसे पहले हम कोई भी डिवाइस गैल्वेनोमीटर ही होता है. बाद में हम गैल्वेनोमीटर को वोल्ट मीटर और एम्मीटर में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. सो सपोज यहाँ पे रेंज है 0 to Ig. Now what I want to convert it into an ammeter. So अगर मैं इसको ammeter में convert करना चाहता हूँ, so a thing about ammeter that I know कि ammeter को हम current measure करने के लिए use करते हैं. And we connect it in series कि जिस भी ब्रांच में करंट चाहिए, करंट की वैल्यू चाहिए, उसी ब्रांच में कनेक्ट करते हैं हम एमीटर को. सो एमीटर measures current. It measures current and is connected in series. सो अगर किसी डिवाइस को सीरीज में कनेक्ट करना चाहते हैं, तो हम चाहते हैं कि उसका रेजिस्टेंस बहुत ही कम हो. ठीक है, ताकि वो ओरिजिनल सर्किट को अफेक्ट ना करे. सो वी वांट the resistance of the ammeter to be low. To be very low, not only low, really low. ताकि जब इसको हम कनेक्ट करें एक्सटर्नल सर्किट से, तो ये ओरिजिनल करंट को अफेक्ट ना करे. तो एमीटर के लिए अगर एक सर्किट बनाया जाए तो इट विल बी लाइक दिस कि सर्किट एलिमेंट्स हैं, ओरिजिनल लेट अस से इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस भी है, एंड देन देयर इज एन लोड रेजिस्टेंस, एंड करंट मेजर करना है हमें इस सर्किट में। EMF, इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस, लोड रेजिस्टेंस। लोड रेजिस्टेंस में करंट मेजर करना है, and the circuit is closed. So what we can do here, we can put an ammeter, and ammeter सीरीज में लगाते हैं क्योंकि जिस ब्रांच में करंट चाहिए उसी ब्रांच में we want it to measure the current. So let us say यहाँ पे लगा हुआ है ammeter, तो इसमें करंट की वैल्यू चाहिए। अगर एक्चुअल करंट देखा जाए तो एक्चुअल करंट बिफोर कनेक्टिंग द एमीटर ये हो जाएगा E डिवाइडेड बाई लोड रेजिस्टेंस प्लस इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस वैसे ही कम होता है, और दिस वाज बिफोर एमीटर। और आफ्टर एमीटर, एमीटर का भी रेजिस्टेंस जुड़ जाएगा, लेट अस कॉल इट आई आर ए। तो बाद में जो करंट होगा दैट विल बी ई अपॉन आर एल प्लस आर ए। अगर रेजिस्टेंस सिग्निफिकेंट है एमीटर का देन इट विल चेंज द करंट। तो एमीटर ही अगर करंट को चेंज कर दे तो हमारा जो डिवाइस है दैट इज इनएक्यूरेट, दैट इज नॉट एक्यूरेट, इट विल हैव एरर। So what we can have here, the resistance of ammeter should be very, very small as compared to the load resistance. अगर बहुत small हो गया, then ammeter would work properly. So how can we do this? How can we have a very small resistance of the ammeter? So what the production वाले क्या करते हैं? They first make a galvanometer. Every device, either ammeter or voltmeter, that is first an ammeter. Sorry, an ammeter or a voltmeter is first a galvanometer. So to reduce the resistance, what we do here, कि जो भी रेजिस्टेंस पहले था यहां से जो करंट है वो IG ही पास होना चाहिए, और जो रेजिस्टेंस है वो RG ही है। बट इस रेजिस्टेंस को और कम करने के लिए we put a resistance in parallel. We put a resistance in parallel, जिसको हम बोलते हैं शंट रेजिस्टेंस। तो शंटिंग एक प्रोसेस होता है जिसको हम बोलते हैं एडिंग अ रेजिस्टेंस इन पैरेलल। शंटिंग इज एडिंग और कनेक्टिंग अ रेजिस्टेंस इन पैरेलल। रेजिस्टेंस इन पैरेलल। अच्छा, यहाँ पे अगर ये दिस इज द डिवाइस, तो एमीटर जो है यहां से आने वाला करंट मेजर कर सकते हैं। जो IA करंट होगा वो इतना होगा IA, तो इधर से बचा हुआ करंट कितना हो जाएगा, एमीटर से जो करंट आ रहा है माइनस IG। मेजरिंग डिवाइस हमारा यही वाला रेजिस्टेंस है, बट हियर IA अगर एमीटर में, ये पूरा एमीटर है हमारा, अगर एमीटर में करंट IA आ रहा है तो IG तो RG में जाएगा, RG वाला में जो करंट जा रहा है दैट विल नॉट चेंज, बिकॉज उससे ज्यादा वो मेजर नहीं कर पाएगा। तो हम डायल को चेंज करते हैं बट ये रेजिस्टेंस को चेंज नहीं करते। अभी जो एमीटर का रेजिस्टेंस है स्मॉल RA, दैट वी कैन राइट इट एज प्रोडक्ट बाय सम, सो शंट रेजिस्टेंस इनटू गैल्वेनोमीटर का रेजिस्टेंस डिवाइडेड बाय RS प्लस RG। अच्छा, इसको ऐसा लिखा जाए अगर RG डिवाइडेड बाय वन प्लस RG बाय RS। ठीक है, तो दिस विल, फ्रॉम हियर यू कैन सी दिस इज लेस देन गैल्वेनोमीटर का रेजिस्टेंस। तो जब भी शंटिंग करते हैं तो रेजिस्टेंस की वैल्यू कम होती है। शंटिंग डिक्रीजेस द वैल्यू ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस। Shunting decreases the value of the resistance. And we can see example here. अगर एक 10 ओम का रेजिस्टेंस है और इसको अगर शंट किया 1 ओम के रेजिस्टेंस से, तो जो इक्विवेलेंट होगा वो कम वाले से भी कम होगा। जैसे यहाँ पे अगर इक्विवेलेंट फाइंड आउट करना चाहते हैं तो इक्विवेलेंट वाला रेजिस्टेंस जो है कम वाले से भी कम होगा। इट इज प्रोडक्ट बाई सम 10/11, 10/11 जो 1 से भी कम है। सो जब भी शंटिंग करते हैं तो इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस इज लेसर देन द स्मॉलर वन। तो बड़े से तो कम, छोटा बड़े से तो छोटा होगा ही फिर। सो दैट इज व्हाई शंटिंग डिक्रीजेस द वैल्यू ऑफ द इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस। तो पहले ये आईजी करंट मेजर कर सकता था, अब ये आईए करंट मेजर कर सकता है, ज्यादा करंट मेजर कर सकता है शंटिंग करने से। ठीक है, इसमें कोई क्वेश्चन या डाउट? ओके, नोट दिस डाउन, विल डू सम क्वेश्चंस देन। उसके बाद फिर वोल्ट मीटर भी पढ़ेंगे। तो शंटिंग का जो रेजिस्टेंस है वो एमीटर का जो रेजिस्टेंस है वो कम वाले रेजिस्टेंस से भी कम होता है। नोट दिस, व्हेन यू आर डन जस्ट टेल मी। So we'll do some questions then. So question is like this. There is an galvanometer and the maximum current that can pass through it is current through galvanometer. Maximum value is 1 ampere. This is resistance of galvanometer. Then what you did, you want to measure, convert it into an ammeter, which can measure 10 ampere. You want to convert galvanometer into ammeter, which can measure 10 ampere. So to do this, the resistance of the galvanometer, let us say it is 5 ampere, sorry, 0.5 ohm or 5 ohm. And to do this, you will connect it to a shunt. You find the resistance of the shunts such that the ammeter can measure 10 ampere. So earlier it was a galvanometer. Galvanometer can only measure 1 ampere and resistance of the galvanometer is 5 ohm. And then you convert it into an ammeter which can measure 10 ampere. And you want to find the shunt resistance. So how to solve this? You know that resistance of the galvanometer is 5 ohm. And it can only take 1 ampere current. 1 ampere से ज़्यादा होगा तो it will not work. It will start heating or it will not show the accurate result. So जो dial पे numbers हैं that we can change, but the maximum current that we want to measure is 10 ampere. So from here 10 ampere can come, but our shunt resistance should be such that the remaining of the 9 ampere should pass through here. तो 10 ampere में से 1 ampere is passing through the galvanometer wall resistance and the remaining 9 ampere through the shunt resistance. So find the value of the shunt resistance. Solve this one, other solve कर दिया है मैंने, just to find the value of shunt resistance. You can use Kirchhoff's law and go in a loop, or you can measure potential difference at 2 points such as P और Q पे ऊपर से जाए या नीचे से जाए potential difference same होना चाहिए. So RS is the question. What should be the value of shunt resistance? Solve this and tell me the answer. So here, if you write the potential difference between P and Q, you can write Vp minus Vq, that is IR, so 1 into Rg, that will be equal to 9 into Rs. From here, the shunt resistance you can calculate, that will be Rg is 5 by 9. Shunt resistance is 5 by 9 ohm. Yeah, 5 by 9 ohm is correct. Okay, we'll do some more questions. Suppose I'll not just write, I'll just draw the diagram. So let us say resistance of the galvanometer is 10 ohm, and it can measure a maximum current of 0 to 0.1 ampere. 0 to 0.1 ampere. You want to convert it into an ammeter. Convert to ammeter to measure 10 ampere of current. Find the value of shunt resistance. Find the value of shunt resistance. Solve this. No one is responding today. What happened? My camera is malfunctioning. But you can turn your cameras on. So 10 ohm is the resistance of the galvanometer that can measure 0.1 ampere. So galvanometer से पास होने वाला जो current होगा, galvanometer RG से पास होने वाला current will be 0.1, and remaining will pass through the shunt resistance.
Sir, is it 1 upon 9.9 ohm?
Let us solve, then we'll calculate it. So RG is 10 ohm, here current can be 0.1 ampere. You want it to measure 10 ampere, so remaining current is 9.9 ampere. So 0.1 into 10, that is the potential difference across the upper resistance, should be equal to potential difference across the shunt resistance. So 9.9 into Rs. From here, you get the value of shunt resistance as 10 divided by 99. That will be the value of shunt resistance. So this is how we convert a galvanometer into an ammeter. Now, if you want to convert galvanometer into voltmeter, we know that voltmeter is used to measure potential difference across two terminals, two ends. And it measures potential and is connected in parallel. We learned the reason why is it connected in parallel. So if you have a normal circuit, let us say like this, The battery has internal resistance and EMF E. You also have a load resistance RL, and you want to measure potential difference across the load resistance. So you want to measure it externally. So you'll of course connect it to a voltmeter. So you cannot connect it in parallel, because if you connect it in parallel, then it can't measure potential difference between 2 points. Here it is measuring potential difference between point P and Q. But see, there was originally some current in this, and connecting voltmeter in parallel should not affect this current. This voltmeter should measure IRL, current into the load resistance. But you know that if you connect anything into the circuit, there will be some current that will be passing through the voltmeter. Suppose if this is I dash, then the current passing through voltmeter will be I minus I dash. So what you want the voltmeter, the current in the voltmeter to be minimum. For current in voltmeter to be minimum, the resistance of the voltmeter should be really high. So voltmeter should have very high resistance. Voltmeter should have very high resistance value, such that the current that passes through the voltmeter is really small. Voltmeter should have very high resistance. And how do we do that? We don't shunt here. We connect a resistance in series. So originally we have a galvanometer. Then what we do, we take this, and the current passing through here was IG. That current we cannot change. We cannot change that current. But what I can do is I can connect it with another resistance, call it RV, and you will measure the potential difference across this whole thing. So now you can measure the potential difference. Potential difference, the value of measurement will be the current through the voltmeter. This is the current through the voltmeter, IV. That will be, of course, equal to current through the galvanometer, Waller resistance, IG into total resistance, RG plus RV. So if you connect a galvanometer with a very high amount of resistance value, then no current will pass through it, and it will be a good voltmeter. So voltmeter में अगर मीन्स सीरीज में अगर कोई रेजिस्टेंस ऐड करते हैं, तो जो रेजिस्टेंस है वो कम वाले से भी ज्यादा होता है. In series connection, the resistance is greater than the greater one. The equivalent resistance is greater than the greater one. It is obvious, of course. Suppose your galvanometer with your resistance that is 0.1 ohm, and you have connected 1000 ohm resistance. So जो R equivalent है that is 1000.1, तो जो दोनों से ही ज्यादा है, मैक्सिमम वाले से भी ज्यादा है. So that's why in voltmeter we connect a resistance in series. Note this down. Then we'll do some questions on it. Okay, we'll do some questions. Suppose we have a galvanometer, and the maximum current that can pass through galvanometer is 1 ampere, and resistance of the galvanometer is, call it 10 ohm, and you want to convert it into voltmeter. Convert it into voltmeter such that it can measure up to 10,000 volt or 1000 volt. Find the value of resistance that should be connected in series. So total potential difference should be 1000 volt. Solve this. So here with the 1 ohm resistance, 10 ohm resistance, let us say I connect another one, call it resistance of the voltmeter. The current passing should be the same, but now the total potential difference, that is 1 into Rg into Rv across the voltmeter, 1 into Rg plus Rv, this should be 1000 volt. So Rg plus Rv, that should be 1000. From here, I get the resistance of voltmeter to be 999 ohm. So if you connect another resistance of 999 ohm, you'll get the net potential drop as 1000 volt. Miss 1000 से कम तो measure कर ही सकता है ये, maximum that it can measure is 1000. अच्छा, इससे ज्यादा करंट पास करने का ट्राई करेंगे तो दिस इज नॉट सेफ, एंड सेफ एज इन की इट विल गिव यू एरर्स. उसके बाद फिर there is a possibility of burnout and other errors. Let us solve another question. So initially the galvanometer resistance was 1 ohm, and
That RB should be 990 because RG is 10.
this is 10. Okay, yeah, this is 10. So this should be 990. RB should be 990. Okay, next question, RG is 1 ohm, and the current that maximum current it can take is 0.1 ampere. So convert it into a voltmeter so that it can measure 10 mega ohm. 10 megavolt. Solve this. Mega is 10 raised to 6 volts. वोल्टमीटर से करंट पास बहुत ही कम करंट पास होता है. इससे भी बहुत ज्यादा कम, 0.1 तो नहीं, क्या 0.1 तो ज्यादा हो गया, 0.01 0.001 ऐसा करंट पास होता है. फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ आरपी. You will already got the answer, but do check your calculation. So if I calculate this, IG current into the resistance should be 10 raised to 7. So 1 plus resistance of voltmeter should be 10 raised to 8. 0.1 इधर जाएगा तो denominator पे. So RV will be 10 raised to 8 minus 1. अच्छा 10⁸ माइनस 1 में से 10⁸ में से 1 सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो इट वोंट अफेक्ट इट मच. So this will be approximately 10⁸. So 10⁸ ohm is the answer. That is your 100 mega ohm. इतने बड़े अमाउंट में से 1 सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो ज्यादा इफेक्ट नहीं आएगा. You can write lots of nines, but again significant figures use करना है, so that will be 100 mega ohm. Okay, any doubts regarding this? Any other questions? Okay. Acha, you must have solved the questions from the book and the worksheet. Do you have any questions or doubts from there? Did anyone say something? If you're saying something, your voice is not clear. Who is speaking?
Sir, no one, sir.
No one. Okay. अच्छा ठीक है. Today's class में ये will not start further. Will not study further. What I want you to learn is this mentorship. Sorry. ये प्लान वीकली प्लानर वाला वर्क. सो वीकली प्लानर सबने सेंड किया है, टू डू लिस्ट सबने सेंड किया है. कुछ स्टूडेंट्स ने प्रॉपरली बनाया नहीं है टू डू लिस्ट, एंड वीकली प्लानर भी सबका अच्छे से बना नहीं है. अभी से व्हाट विल डू, I'll be sharing you a link first. Give me a moment. We'll talk about how to plan your studies, and we'll continue magnetism from next class. अभी के लिए we'll just focus on planning. Yeah, Mehul?
Sir, I had a doubt in the worksheet.
Yeah, you can ask that now.
Sir, in the 6th one, I did not get the 24th one and the 26th
One at a time, one at a time.
24th one, I'm getting 16 upon 860 as the current.
Okay, I'll just check. Worksheet 6 or 5?
6th.
Question number?
24.
24. So the batteries are 4 volt and 5 volt and negligible internal resistance, ammeter 20 ohm resistance connected. Calculate the reading in Allen. in the milliamp meter. So let us say the current from here is I1 and current from here is I2. If you use junction rule, current here will be I1 plus I2. So we can go in the loop and find the value of I1 and I2. So if I start from P, so Vp minus 5 यहाँ पे पहुंच गए, then current के opposite जा रहे तो बढ़ेगा potential, so plus 200 I1, then यहाँ से again current के opposite में जा रहे हैं, so plus 20 into I1 plus I2. That will reach, here you will reach Vp. So you can write an equation 220 I1 plus 20 I2 is equal to 5. And reduce it further if required. And then we'll go in the second loop. The second loop, or we can go in the bigger loop. So Vp minus 5 plus 200 I1. Here you are going in the direction of current. So minus 60 I2. Then from negative plate to positive, so plus 4. And you reach Vp. From here you can write 200 I1 minus 60 I2. That will give you 1. You can solve for I1 and I2 here. You multiply this thing by 3. 660 I1 so I1 will be 16 by 860. Is that your answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, you can calculate I2. Then you can use any relation here. Just use this one. So 1 by 20 into 5 minus 220 I1. Two 15 into 5, that would be 1075. 1075 minus 880, that would be so I1 plus I2 will become this plus this. So 4 plus 19 by 4 into 215. That will be 460, 16 plus 19, 32, 35. So this is in ampere. Here it is given in milliampere. So we'll multiply it by 1000 to get it in milliampere. So 35 into 1000 by 460 milliampere. $3,500 by 46. We can do approximate calculation. 46 times 8, 6 times 9, 90. 5 7s are 35. Approximately it will be around 75 or 76, like that. I'm doing approximate calculation. You can do exact calculation. It will be around 75, 76, 77. Like that. That will be the answer. Okay.
Yes, sir.